If you're struggling to fit exercise and training into your day, then the Daily 10 has you covered. These are our exercises today. We are going to train together. We're training lower body, glutes, and I'm excited. So let's get on with the workout. Make sure you have your dumbbells ready, your bench or your couch or chair, whatever you're using for our hip thrusts. And I guess we're just gonna get on with it. We've got 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're starting with a goblet squat. Let's go. So with the goblet squat, we're obviously aiming to go as deep as we possibly can, but if you find that as you start to go deep, that this happens and you find yourself rounding over, then don't go as deep, right? Just work with going to the chair. If you are going to challenge going deeper, then just push those knees out as you perform it. Now, when we come into the dumbbell RDLs, which we're going to do now, I want you to really think about pushing your butt back and getting a nice stretch of the hamstrings. Let's go for it. So pushing butt back and then driving up. If you're having trouble with understanding how to flex from the hips, I want you to forget about the dumbbells for a moment. Hands on hips, one hand on the back, one hand on the stomach. Imagine touching the wall behind you and just starting to see if you can get your butt to go back so that the weight moves into your heels or distributes a bit more into the heels. And then for the next set, you'll pick up those weights and you'll try it with weights. But the key thing we want to make sure of is that our deadlifts aren't looking like this. There are some contexts where that's okay, but not today. So, hip thrust, B stance, lowering the hips, driving up. I'm starting with my right side, and I've got about 80% of the weight, or the load, is going into my right leg, and maybe 20%, I would say even less actually. It's probably more like 10%, which is just supporting me. So this left leg is just keeping my pelvis nice and straight as I perform this B stance hip thrust. Good. So for those of you that have never done this exercise before, it's really similar to the hip thrust, where we've got both feet doing the work, but we're turning this into a bit more of a unilateral exercise. So now I'm just working predominantly one side, and this is getting you ready to be able to perform single leg hip thrusts, which go ahead and give it a go and see what happens. So this is helping you to create a bit more stability through the pelvis by keeping that right leg as a little bit of a stabilizer there, but most of the work is coming from that left glute. 5 seconds to go. Beautiful, have a rest. We're moving into an alternating lateral lunge. So you can just do one side, but I'm gonna move to the side like this. I haven't really left myself enough room. Here we go. So when I take the step over to the side, I want to be really aware of the leg that isn't working, okay? The leg that's working is the knee that's bending. The leg that is not working is this leg or this leg. And what can sometimes happen when you're trying to find coordination for this is that both legs start to bend, and that's not what we want here. 15 seconds of rest. We're gonna move into that goblet squat. So now that you're a bit more comfortable with these movements, let's just ramp it up a little bit. See if we can find really nice clean form. Maybe we're speeding up our execution if we feel confident with that movement. I'm pushing my knees out. Inhale to go down, exhale to come up. Keeping my chest lifted. I'm going down as deep as I can maintain tension. This is losing tension. So for any of my yogis, you might be able to go down really deep in that goblet squat, but I want you to be able to hold tension. Okay, RDLs. So think about hip going back, My knees are slightly bent, hinging from the hip, driving up. Hinging from the hip, driving up. If you feel ready for some more cues, watch what's happening with your lats. Those are back muscles. I want to think about pulling my shoulder blades into my back pockets. So imagine shoulder blades going into the back pockets. Inhale it down, exhale up. Beautiful. Okay, nice little cheeky rest here before we go into the B stance hip thrust. Now, another couple of cues. We've got 5 seconds before we go into it. I want you to really think about driving that heel down and lifting the hips up without coming into a big back bend. So because we've got this other foot to help us, we can keep that pelvis nice and level and drive the heel down and think about almost tucking your pelvis up. Really drive down. Give me one more rep. Beautiful. Take a little rest. So that this isn't a lower back exercise, but a glute exercise, we really have to think about getting that posterior pelvic tilt. Posterior pelvic tilt is this, and anterior pelvic tilt is that. So if I come up and I'm going like this, that is mostly my lower back working, maybe a little bit of my hamstring. If I can keep my chin tucked and really drive so that my pubic bone turns towards my chin, I'm gonna be getting so much more glute in this movement. We've got 5 seconds left. Really focus on that form. Beautiful. Then we're gonna move into our alternating lateral lunge. Okay, so leg that steps out to the side is gonna be bent, but the other leg is straight. Okay, so let's go over to one side, try to tap the floor, come back up. Now I'm gonna show you from this side. So as I come down, pushing my butt back, I'm flexing from the hip. My chest, my spine stays really long. So it's not this. Beautiful. Now, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't do a little bit of ab work. So we just have our beautiful, fun, exciting reverse curl, reverse crunch. So hands underneath your bench or your couch, whatever you're using. Ribs pull down, elbows kind of hugging inward, and arms reaching up. So belly draws in to lift the hips off the floor. I want you to feel as though the muscles of your stomach are pulling, 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 pulling to get your pelvis off the floor and lift up towards the ceiling. Let's go. Keep an eye on that time for us. A cheeky extra cue for anyone who is keen to geek out on how to really get the best out of your abs is to really think about opening up your armpits here. So almost push the couch away, which is going to help switch off your lats, because the lats can also help us to kind of crunch. And so when we switch off the lats, the only thing that can do the movement here is your abs. Inhale, exhale. Really think about feeling your core pull in nice and tight here. Give yourself a hug with your abs. So think about sucking the belly button in, ribs going down, and almost like drawing in and up. Okay. We've got 5 more reps. 4, 3. Think about a point on the ceiling. Last one. Ah, beautiful. Nice work. We did it. We absolutely did it. I'm so stoked to have shared that sweaty moment with you, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. How are you feeling? I feel great. I always feel great after that daily 10. And just remember, you can always do another one and another one and another one after that. You've just done yourself a 40-minute workout. Or you could just do your daily 10 and know that you have dedicated time to your day. Like, you've already ticked this off your list. How awesome is that? I release these videos daily, so do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because there's nothing better than being notified and reminded to fill up your own cup with something that is going to really support you, which is healthy movement. Each day is slightly different. Today we obviously focus on glutes. Other days we're going to do upper body. Some days we do core and cardio. Other days we do strengthening and lengthening, which is like mobility work. And of course, like, you know, I'm a yoga girl, so we're gonna do some yoga, we're gonna do some relaxation work as well. It all matters. It only takes 10 minutes. And I promise you, it is going to change your life, and it is going to improve the trust that you have in yourself to take care of yourself, which is everything. If you want longer videos, don't forget to check out my other channel, which I'll link below. And if you're ready to take your training to the next level, check out my programs on shonavertue.com. I have home fitness programs, I have in-gym fitness programs, I have flexibility programs, I have mobility programs, I have absolute beginner programs, I even have a pull-up program so that you can get your first pull-up. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.